Geared up to break it. TVC News, first with breaking news.
Hello and welcome to Marketing Edge on TV, Nigerians' leading initiative in the business of brand management and the management of brand business. It is a 30-minute wholesome package that comprises brand news, branding focus, and industry conversation, all in a mix encompassing thorough and in-depth, all aimed at promoting the brand idea. Amogale Abikele Maferu.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the brand idea.
Good to have you back. First on Marketing Edge on TV is brand news, where we bring you the latest developments around brands and in the field of advertising, marketing, and communication in Nigeria and around the world. Now on brand news. As part of efforts aimed at repositioning the advertising ecosystem and expand the frontiers of knowledge in the marketing communications industry, the Advertising Regulatory Council of Nigeria, ARCON, is set to hold the first industry colloquium. The event, which has the theme Changing Trends in Advertising Education and Practice in the Era of Globalization, the Nigerian Perspective, will hold at the prestigious Sheraton Hotel, Lagos, on 30th March 2023 and will be attended by the Honorable Minister of Information and Culture, Alhaji Leah Mohammed. Speaking at a press conference in Lagos, Dr. Olalekan Fadolapo, the Director General of ARCON, stated that the event is aimed at bringing the town and gown together for critical discourse and interaction, which will provide an opportunity for cross-pollination of ideas with deep knowledge and insights about the business and practice of the profession in recent times. The hybrid event, which is expected to have an array of industry professionals, will be physically attended by students and lecturers from 10 selected tertiary institutions drawn from the 6 geopolitical zones of the country. As the political landscape settles down after the 2023 general elections, experts in the media planning and buying business in Nigeria have projected a rise in advertising spend in the second quarter of 2023 amid rising pressure to prove return on investment ROI. Speaking separately to Marketing Edge, the media practitioners stated that during the electioneering season, advertising campaigns were suspended by brands as they focus on other aspects of the business to navigate the economic challenges. According to them, the myriad of challenges, including the dwindling purchasing power of consumers, adversely affected the organizational bottom lines, which necessitated a decline in advertising budget and a redirection of advertising spend. Promise Odu, Associate Director, Media Reach OMD, said brand managers are prioritizing value brands with high propensity to generate increased patronage and return on investment. For Ada Adieke, CEO Peacock Media, most brands that deferred advertising campaigns due to the elections are expected to commence marketing activities from second quarter of 2023, but will not invest much as they continue to grapple with other economic challenges. As Stephen Loke marks 25 years on the saddle as president of the World Advertisers Association, WFA, Osamede Uwumbawe, president of the Advertisers Association of Nigeria, ADVAN, who is also the regional vice president, WFA, has joined global leaders to felicitate with the iconic leader who has led the fort for almost 3 decades. Speaking exclusively with Marketing Edge, the ADVAN president lauded Stefan Loke for his exemplary and outstanding leadership, which is evident in the impressive growth recorded by the association over the years, while affirming that the WFA has made an indelible impact in the advertising and marketing ecosystem through advocacy and participation in policy formulation. The ADVAN boss disclosed that WFA Africa has benefited immensely from the purposeful leadership of Stefan Loke. According to him, the global body has over the years initiated several programs and initiatives through the various regional representatives geared towards the growth of the advertising industry. The Cinema Exhibitors Association of Nigeria has announced that it recorded a significant drop in its total sales for the month of February, which fell to 278 million naira as ticket sales across cinemas nationwide, compared to 819 million naira realized in January. This was revealed by Okwe Ajayi, the national chairman, who noted that the decline in sales was prompted by the cashless policy, which caused economic hardship and poor network service delivery being experienced by POS operators nationwide. Mr. Ajayi disclosed that the cinemas also had 122,295 gross admissions within the period under review, because it had limited content to exhibit in the month of February, as movie producers avoided releasing movies during the election period.
Well, that was brand news. Next is Brand in Focus after this break.
Where's Glory?
Excuse me, ma'am.
Glow! Oh, where Glow now?
I thank you.
Glow, don't go village. Tell all our customer.
Everybody pay attention. See, now Glow dedicated 10x. Now they dash me 10 times the credits when I load. Can't even summer me double data join.
Yeah. Wait, so with 1.5 when they give all of us, so you then enjoy up to 15,000 naira credit and data.
And I say I never finish you. See, now say we enjoy if I join Glow dedicated 10x. When I will get 1,000 naira welcome credits. You just carry your phone, dial *777#. Finish.
Correct.
Glow, you don't win. You don't do.
Oh, now see they here. Hello, please, I'm looking for Glow.
We said now Glow they fine. Now Glow they go.
Okay, so
Enjoy 10 times the value of your recharge on Glow Berekete 10X. You also get 1,000 naira for calls and data and double data bonus on your subscription.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Now on Brand in Focus. As the debate over whether advertisers should abandon sites like Twitter intensifies, the ever-changing advertising environment becomes even trickier to navigate. The need for advertisers to establish a thoughtful and attuned process to determine how to engage with cultural sensitivities around hot-button issues cannot be overstressed. Whether it is an error related to the cultural lexicon or sociopolitical sensitivity, there are steps advertisers should consider when reacting to cultural controversies. Firstly, brands and advertisers should look at how actions and words are perceived before weighing in on culturally sensitive issues or seek out many points of view by testing them with their intended audience. By doing so, brands and advertisers will not be seen as throwing their products and services at issues in a way that they may come across as tone-deaf or even grasp commercialism. Secondly, some consumers may perceive the engagement as shallow and lacking in understanding of the matter at issue. In fact, if a brand is going to take a stand on an issue, it should do so early and clearly. There should be no room for prevarication or equivocation when engaging in culturally sensitive issues. As consumers become more laser-focused on authenticity, young people in particular are experts at sniffing out hypocrisy in brand management. So it pays more for brands and advertisers to strategically court certain demographics by expressing strong opinions. According to a survey from Sprout Social, an online platform, 70% of consumers believe it is important for a brand to take a stand on social and political issues. And following in the footsteps of Nike and Patagonia, the list of brands taking social and political stands has grown to span every industry. With so many organizations eager to voice their belief, the social media landscape has become saturated with brand-sponsored cause marketing, and brands are using social activism as an advertising ploy. Therefore, if a brand says it's going to support a cause or movement, there needs to be depth behind it. If a brand is not willing to back up its words with strong and visible action, it will backfire and consumers will hold the brand to account.
Well, that was Brand in Focus. Next is Industry Conversation, where we have interactions with distinguished personalities who have made great impact in the business of brand management. Well, today we have with us the Provost and founder of O2 Academy, the foremost and leading advertising school in Nigeria, Mr. OZONE MBANEFO, after this break.
Brekete times 10. Get a Glow SIM today and enjoy 1,000 Naira sign-on bonus for voice and data. All new and existing Glow subscribers also get 10 times the value of their every recharge, plus up to double their data recharge as bonus. All Glow subscribers also get up to free 20,000 Naira bonus for voice and data. Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Hello and welcome to Industry Conversation, a segment on Marketing Edge on TV, where we have interactions with distinguished personalities who have made great impact in the business of brand management. Well, today we have a very distinguished personality, the founder and provost of O2 Academy, the foremost advertising school in Nigeria. So pleased to have you with us.
Thank you for having
After
me.
a long time.
Yes, yes.
You're welcome to Industry Conversation, sir.
My pleasure.
So how's it been with the school so far?
Good. Yeah, we are oxygen and we are giving life.
Of course, giving life well. Well, I would like to get your assessment of the Nigerian advertising industry in recent times. We see that a lot has happened so far. So what would be your assessment?
What I say, of course, we are not where we want to be, but we are not where we used to be. There's been a lot going right, and there's still some that is going wrong. But I might not want to go into details, but it's not that bad.
Okay. Now, so the first time we heard about the new normal was at the period of the COVID-19, and of course disrupted the way the advertising industry, operate. And right now we're seeing another drastic, disruption being caused by the rapid evolution of technology. We're beginning to see technologies like ChatGPT. So tell us what this portends for the advertising ecosystem and how practitioners can leverage it for better productivity.
For me, I would say people should embrace the new normal, because they always say, when you can't change a thing, you change how you see that thing. And the idea is for us to understand that technology has come to help our job make easy and flow better. Now, if you see it from that perspective, the next step is to understudy that technology, is to begin to see how to work with it in such a way that it helps your job make more meaning to your consumers. And so for me, I think we should shy away from the concept of, has this thing come to take our job? To, how do we get this to help our job? So studying those AI, those technology, is the thing that agencies should get into. And that's why I encourage people to come to O2 Academy, because they see, we are in the capacity building space, constantly updating people with the right information that will cause transformation. And we've just upgraded our faculty, pushing in more of tech-oriented instructors, digital marketing instructors that will help people to embrace the new information that will help their, output. And that's it.
Yes, you are, of course, an advertising trainer. And in earlier response, you talked about the democratization of course, the media agencies and all the output they put out there. And we've seen that, of course, consumers are now pro-consumers, like you rightly cited. We see that the entire agency structure has been reorganized. So what do you have to say about this in terms of its impact? As a trainer, you're training talents that, of course, fill these various positions in these agencies. So what does this agency structure that has been, broken down and sort of reorganized, what is the impact on the entire ecosystem?
First of all, I would say when you look at the advent of digital marketing, with the new advertising agencies that are cropping up in people's homes, we'll call them influencers, you you find out one thing is really interesting about it. Clients are looking for numbers. Clients are looking where people are looking. Clients are interested in how many eyeballs is on your platform. And for all you care, we are the experts. Our job is to give the expert touch to whatever, because these guys that are doing it, they are not experts. They are just doing a trialogue. They are just everywhere, yeah? So it's for us to harness what they are doing, manage them right, and use what we know as experts, which is understanding of the consumer psychology, and help the brands that needs our professional input into building their brands. And that's where agencies should be looking at. It's not about, okay, let's stop them. And stopping influencers is just we playing small. It's just we trying to be, shy away from. No, it's collaboration. It's co-creation. I always put it this way: collaboration is the biggest competition. So it's not about them versus us. No, it is we and them working together to help make things better for one person, and that is the consumer. Because what they consume and how they consume and where they consume is solely dependent on how we as experts handle it, and that's it.
Okay, so we've seen that brand managers are cutting back on advertising spend drastically. The purchasing power of consumers are also going down, and that brings to mind how can agencies, optimize the limited marketing budget to give the best in terms of return on investment?
I would say where agencies are getting it wrong is seeing only one aspect of what needs to be done for the client. A client does not come to agency because they want to do advertising. That's the truth. Clients don't come to agency because they want to create communication. Clients come to agency because of one thing: return on investment. They want to make more money. They want to make more sales. But when we begin to think only in terms of marketing communications, that's where we are getting it wrong. A client is ready to spend fortune if they see that whatever they spend, they will get it times 10 or 50. They will even borrow the money. And this is where business thinking comes in. We shouldn't see ourselves as just marketing experts. We should see ourselves as business solution providers. So we can help clients beyond advertising. And that's why you see some agencies are waiting until the client gives them a brief before they can create advertising. No, we should be able to go ahead and come up with concepts that is beyond advertising, because advertising cannot solve all clients' problems. If we notice that they are lacking in the area of distribution, they are lacking in the area of their content of their product, and you notice something that is not going right, that's where we come in as experts to help fix what. It's like going to a hospital. You're telling a doctor, no, my problem is headache. How do you know your problem is headache? My job is to x-ray you and find a solution to whatever that is troubling you. Because the client's problem is sometimes they think it's advertising, but it goes beyond advertising. So we should provide a total package solution that will bring return on investment. And with that, clients will spend money. So that's the angle I'm looking at it from. The cutting of budget is because they're afraid. If we push in this money, how are we going to get it back? Let's help clients.
And indeed, the Nigerian economy is very challenged at the moment. And what still, we saw the impact of in fact, I'm going to ask you what the election impact is on the advertising spend this year. Proud to the electionary season, advertising professionals were very optimistic about how much advertising spend that would, attract to the industry. But sadly, me personally, by assessment, I see that not much has been, accrued so far. So what would be your projection or assessment on, of course, the impact?
It's expected. Research says that for every election year in Nigeria, our GDP drops by 15 to 20%. And the truth about it is simple. Election comes with its own fears. Businesses and agencies, clients, people are a little bit apprehensive. People don't know what to expect. And so it also falls back to the client who wants to spend money. Because, of course, during the election period, the share of voice is low on brand side and high on election side. So people are not thinking about your product as much as they are thinking about their next leader. People are more concerned about, is it going to be Obi that will win, or Atiku that will win, or Kwankwaso that will win, or Tinubu that will win. And so at that moment of time, what people are really thinking is why the client will slow down on, and I do not blame them, because pushing in money is like Big Brother Niger. You know, people are not interested. I don't remember opening my TV to watch BB Niger. Yeah, that the one they did recently. Why? Because everybody's mind is towards election, and that affected advertising budget as expected. Yeah, and the truth about it is also the fact that most of the advertising budget from the politicians, which is expected, is on the low. And can I tell you why?
Please do.
Because they focused all their money in rigging. No, but that is the truth.
Okay.
They focused all their money in other aspects because they felt that, because you and I, you can see, I can't remember any memorable TV ad. I can't remember any memorable radio commercial. In fact, most of the things I'm seeing, I know were not done by professionals. I think it's even individuals they give some of this because they don't feel it's necessary. They want to push in their money where it matters, such that they will get the result from that angle. And that's sad because it means that they don't even care about the people's votes. They don't care about people voting them in. For them, they think the vote is not even their concern because they know what they want to do. And that's why they didn't push money to influencing people's decision making process. And that's the truth of the matter.
Okay. Some professionals have projected that, of course, the 2023 general elections is over, and they're hoping that brands would, pick up advertising activities and, of course, marketing, campaigns. But do you think that this will impact positively in terms of the projected advertising spend for the year? And seeing that we're still grappling with a lot of economic challenges and brands are even challenged themselves. So what would be your projection in that regard?
The projection is very clear. Yeah, because if your billing is 5 billion, don't expect anything above 3.5. Yeah. So it's usually less 15 to 20% in election year, like I said earlier. And reason being that people's state of mind and where the eyeballs are going will determine where the client wants to push their money. And so that also affected us as experts who provide those marketing solutions for brands. Yeah. So that's the space we find ourselves in. It's because of the election.
Okay.
And that's it.
So what are the media channels you think will have the highest propensity for advertising spend this year?
Oh, like I always tell people that, yes, digital is powerful, but digital doesn't carry the advertising budget, the big spend. Yes, okay. Because, what you go for an outdoor will give me, what you go for an outdoor a month will give me a digital campaign for 6 months. Yeah. And unfortunately, that's how it has been, and that's how it is still that same way. Yeah, because the media, the traditional media, still controls above 60 to 70% of the total advertising spend, because that is what consumes more of the money. Yeah, and that's it. That's it. Is the traditional media.
You're talking about a day in the life of the consumer, like you talked while I was here in Auto Academy. Now, you follow the consumer from when he wakes up in the morning. And as a consumer, I know what I do in the morning when I wake up. Like, one of the first few things I'll do is, of course, get on my screen, on my phone. So don't you think that digital, of course, the consumer, the client is looking for the place, the platform where they can get more eyeballs. So don't you think that the digital platform will probably get more of that attention in terms of advertising spend?
Yeah, the digital platform gets more of the consumer attention, but the advertising spend in terms of Naira and Kobo goes more to the traditional. Unfortunately, it's not supposed to be that way. But I can tell you that what you spend for outdoor alone can cover for your digital and even experiential.
Marketing Edge on TV, promoting the bright idea.
Well, that's much we can take on Marketing Edge on TV this week. Do well to join us same time next week for the second part of our conversation with Mr. OZONE MBANEFO. I'm Ogalia Bikeli Mafuru. See you again.
The Nigeria symbol of authority on Nigerian maritime domain, the ever gallant and courageous officers and Britons of the Nigerian Navy. Comes the program that keeps you informed and updated on the activities and operations of the Nigerian Navy.
It's the Nigerian Navy Today, every Sunday by 6:30 p.m. on Television Continental TVC.
It's the program that keeps you informed.
Keep a date, get informed, get updated.
It's authoritative, audacious, and engaging. It's about our Navy. It is the Nigerian Navy Today.
Don't miss it. Nigerian Navy Today. Onward together.
Maya Angelou was a civil rights activist, poet, and award-winning author known for her acclaimed 1969 memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, and her numerous poetry and essay collections. Angelou was born on April 4, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri. Angelou had a difficult childhood. Her parents split up when she was very young. Around the 1960s, Angelou lived in Ghana working as an editor and a freelance writer. Angelou also held a position at the University of Ghana for a time before she joined a community of revolutionist returnees exploring Pan-Africanism and became close with human rights activist and black nationalist leader Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. In 1961, Angelou appeared in an off-Broadway production of Jean Genet's The Blacks with James L. Jones, Lou Gossett Jr. and Cicely Tyson, and went on to earn a Tony Award nomination for her role in the play Look Away, 1973, and an Emmy Award nomination for her work on the television miniseries Roots, 1977, among other honors. Angelou's career has seen numerous accolades, including the Chicago International Film Festival's 1998 Audience Choice Award and a nod from the Acapulco Black Film Festival in 1999 for Down in the Delta. She published 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, several books of poetry, and is credited with a list of plays, movies, more than 50 honorary degrees, and television shows spanning over 50 years. She also won 2 NAACP Image Awards in the Outstanding Literary Work Non-Fiction category for her 2005 cookbook and 2008 Letter to My Daughter. After experiencing health issues for a number of years, Angelou died on May 28, 2014 at her home in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. In May 2021, it was announced that Angelou will be one of the first women to be commemorated with a new series of quarters from the U.S. Mint.